Jason Zaleski, Dan Ross. Game of the week, Stratford Tigers at the Auburndale Eagles.
And welcome to Auburndale, Wisconsin. It is Merriwood Conference basketball here tonight as the visiting Stratford Tigers come in at 11-1, an identical record on the home side. The Auburndale Eagles also 11-1, both 6-1 in conference. Jason Zaleski here alongside Dan Ross. Dan, a big game early for these two.
Yes, this is the last game of the first half of the round robin, the double round robin in the Merriwood South. Both teams, like you mentioned, only have one conference loss. They've been tied for most of the season so far in the conference, but only one team is going to walk away from this one with the conference lead.
Take a look at the conference standings right now. We've said Auburndale and Stratford as 6-1. Your Marathon Red Raiders are 5-2. Assumption playing right now is 3-4. Edgar, the football team in the conference, is 3-4. And Newman, who's taking on Assumption right now, comes in at 1-6. So that's the top to bottom right there. It's almost always, it seems like the last 10 years anyway, those three at the top, and here we are again, 2025, and nothing's changed.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And Marathon thought to be down a little bit this year, and they've actually had quite a season. They pushed Auburndale on Tuesday night all the way through the entire game, through 2 overtime periods, before Auburndale was finally able to put away the Red Raiders by 3.
They get the pregame music pumping here. So
they really do. It's shaking in here.
Yeah, if you're, obviously a lot of you are already watching. Our audio will settle down after the music settles in, but we're here, we're having a good time. We're partying with the Eagles, and the Eagle is back. So the Eagle left for a little while. I had to go check in on the Eaglets over in the nest, but the Eagle is here. We're all here, ready to have a good time. Dan, we're going to say this is the Little Sprouts Learning Garden pregame show. Little Sprouts Learning Garden with the location right at the elementary school across the street, and they've seemed to always have room for the half pints and little tykes if you need all-day care, after-school care. Little Sprouts Learning Garden here in Auburndale. You look them up on Facebook. That's the best way to get your kid. Again, I call them the half pints and little tykes, but it's the best way to get those kids started and get them some learning. They're actually learning while they're going to daycare.
And the cutest commercial we have on Zaleski Sports.
They're in the sunflower patch.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we probably are owed a new commercial there because there's no more sunflowers right now. But I think people get the point. So Little Sprouts Learning Garden here in Auburndale, thank you for your support.
I have an idea for them.
Okay.
What if we had some of the little baby mascots in there?
Little eagles?
Yeah. Little eaglets, little tiger pups.
Well, we'll see if Brooke is listening. If not, she just now got a text from somebody that said, hey, Dan and Zaleski got a good one for you. They want the kids to dress up as little eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the top performers coming into this game here tonight. For the Stratford Tigers, it is, again, they're both 11-1, 6-1 in conference. Tigers are head coached by Chad Schmidt over there, or Kurt Schmidt. Sorry, I got that. He's going to be upset with me that I have that wrong on there. Take that off there. Kurt Schmidt, trust me, his twin brother is Chad, and it's a mental block.
Coach Schmidt.
Coach Schmidt. And they are led in scoring by Drew Brzezowicz, over 17 points a game. Alex Chapel chips in 8, and you got Mr. Vanderhoof there with just about 8 points scoring in his own right. Auburndale Eagles are coached by Chad Weinfurter. You had a chance to talk to Coach Weinfurter, on Tuesday night?
Yep.
I want you to remind folks about that game, but in a minute, Blake Rabb comes in just about 20 points a game. Peyton Weinfurter, the hero, I guess, somewhat on Tuesday night. 10 points a game, and a little Tommy Owie, 9 points a game there for Tommy. So remind the folks what Auburndale ran into on Tuesday night up in Marathon.
Yeah, so both teams came into that one with one conference loss, and going to Marathon is always a really tough place to play. And Marathon and Auburndale played a really close game the entire way. Nobody led more than by 5, maybe 6 points. Lots of ties throughout the game. Marathon had a little bit of a lead at the end of regulation. Auburndale was able to fight back. Marathon made a basket with 5 seconds left to go up by 2, and Auburndale threw a full court pass, and Peyton Weinfurter buried 2 clutch free throws at the end of regulation to force overtime. The end of the first overtime, Auburndale led by 6. Marathon hit a 3, missed free throws, and then Ian Shuda hit a 3 from the half-court circle. Yeah, to force a second overtime where Auburndale was able to come away with a 3-point win. Game of the year material right there. Yeah. Absolutely. You're struggling. Okay. Okay. Oh, nice.
It looks like national anthem time here in Auburndale. Look, I'm sorry, I was on mute. National anthem time here in Auburndale.
I can still hear you. Starting lineups. We're going to start with the Stratford Tigers. As Jason said at the jump, 11-1 overall, 6-1 in the conference. 7-game winning streak for the Stratford Tigers. 5 in a row by 15 or more. They're coming off a 22-point win against the Assumption Royals and a 35-point win at Abbotsford. Kind of rolling right now. Tigers playing their best ball of the season.
All right. Yeah, they've had what you call technical difficulties at the score table.
Yeah, they're struggling a little
They're
bit.
getting it straightened out. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, Alec Chappell, 8 points a game, just a little under 5 rebounds a game. Guard for the Tigers.
Chapel.
At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 2.
Chapel.
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 Did I say Chapel?
Yeah, then the table did too.
Okay,
so you're not
Chapel.
alone.
Nah.
Senior,
Number 4, Jet Shaner, 7.3 points a game. Number 5, Drew Bruzewitz, kind of the stud on the Tigers team, 17.5 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Number 11, Brooks Vanderhoof, highlighted early on our pregame show, just under 8 points a game. And number 21, Caden Foster, averaging a little over 6.5 points a game. Stratford, a high-scoring team here in the Merriwood South Conference.
And the Auburndale Eagles with the Eagle on the floor.
He's excited.
I am
excited,
too.
yeah. Number 1, Peyton Weinferter, just under 10 points a game. Hit 2 clutch free throws Tuesday night to force overtime. Number 5, leading scorer Blake Rabb. He had 30 Tuesday night. Talked to him after the game about how his game's improved, and he said, I don't know, just play a lot of basketball. Number 11, Keegan Empey. He's averaging a little over 7 points a game. Number 21, Josh Lundgren, 8 points a game. He had 8 Tuesday night, right on his season average. And number 24, the big guy underneath, Tom Awe, 9 points a game, 8 rebounds. We actually had fans at dinner before the game, and they talked about Tom Awe. And I mentioned how he got his 4th foul with about 6 minutes left Tuesday night, and he played clean the rest of the way, the last 6 minutes in both overtime periods. Kind of a drop-off once Awe goes to the bench. Couldn't have won without him. So here we go.
Off and running.
Yeah, Auburndale wins the tip. Auburndale in the white home jerseys going right to left on your TV screen. Stratford Tigers in the traditional black and orange.
By the looks of it, Dan, online, a lot of TV screens are on at home.
I like it. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. This is the best game in the area. That's why it's the game of the week, and why you have the All-Star crew with you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's right. Stratford in man-to-man. They're going to play mostly man. Have for years under Coach Schmidt. We have two of the best coaches in the area in this one. It's no surprise that these two teams are right towards the top of the conference standings every year.
You know, Dan, you'll ask me sometimes about game preview or leaning towards a prediction, and one of the first things I always talk about is the coach matchup.
Yeah.
And this is a really good one.
Yeah, we got a lot of good coaches in the Marywood South. Coach Jacobson, obviously another one. That foul was on Vanderhoof. It's obviously the first team foul, first possession of the game. Stratford has a lot of players on their bench. I don't know how many of them play. Auburndale goes pretty deep. They must have played 9-10 kids Tuesday night. It was a war of attrition, though. It's a little bit different.
Got 8 extra minutes in the game.
Yeah. I noticed Lundgren, he's number 21. He missing more hair than I am, maybe. Three-pointer by Weinfurter's short. Foster with the rebound, and the Tigers have their first possession of the game. Auburndale also going to play a lot of man defense. Appreciate coaches that really preach man-to-man defense. 3 from the outside by Foster is good. First basket of the night.
Dan? Because it resembles basketball.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
People like that. I
like it. Even at dinner, we had people say, "Yeah, come down. Everyone just throws up three-pointers. I want post play." Like, yeah, that game's kind of gone a little bit. You still see it every now and then, especially from Stratford and some of the Marywood South teams. But teams are now scoring 80 and 90 a game. That didn't happen 20 years ago.
There's a post touch.
Yep. Oh, he can't finish. In transition, Stratford with a 3-point lead. Auburndale, a tough gym to play in. They don't lose a lot of games here. Bruzowitz with a fadeaway jumper. 2 for 2 from the floor, the Tigers to start. Jason Zaleski producing for us tonight, trying to learn how to do it again.
I suck.
Weinfurter 3, back iron no good. Rebound batted around. Empey gives the Eagles a second chance. Oh, we turn around jumper, good.
Basket by Howie.
Big man touching the ball.
That's right. And just like the people in the bar would love, settled for a 6-foot jumper instead of taking it to the rim. Bruzowitz all the way to the basket for 2.
The townies, they want things from 1970.
Yeah. God, this 3-point line, I don't know why we need to have this.
Just rip the tape off the floor.
Dribble inside, ball's loose on the floor. It's a wrestling match. Jump ball. It's going to go to Stratford.
And I like that too. Rab went into contact, Foster went into contact, a couple of football players out there, Stratford a football team, and they're just going to bang around all game long.
You know, Auburndale would also argue that they have a good football team, and they have the last couple of years, but not Stratford Tigers good.
Not like that.
Not like that. You know, you win 3 straight titles, you can talk.
Yeah.
3 in a row. I don't think I do anything 3 in a row.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Before we went on tonight, we were talking about Stevens Point winning 3 basketball championships in a row.
D1 championships, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Anderson tradition here in this gym, and it happened over in Stevens Point. So.
Rab with quick hands deflects the ball to Empey for the steal. Down by 5. Here is Mr. Lundgren. Blake Rabb, number 5. I mentioned it in the up top, and he had 30 the other night, and it feels like he could score whenever he wants. Both teams have that player.
Well, and you talked to him after the game too about his growth from sophomore to junior, and just this huge leap senior year.
Yeah, and I think it's more about opportunity with Blake than anything else, right? He hasn't had to be the star player until his senior year this year. And he's really stepped into the role. Ball's loose. Fought for. Steal for the Tigers. Up 7-2, little under 14 minutes left here in the first half. We're just underway. Thank you for joining us, all 200 plus of you, last time I checked.
There's a lot. There's room for more, though.
There is room for more. Inside touch. That's a good bounce pass. It's going to be a baseline out of bounds play at the foul on the Eagles.
So I'm going to ask you this. You're a basketball mind. You know, it's a blob, but it's baseline out of bounds. Why not bloob?
Because blue doesn't sound very good. A blob. Yeah. Every team has 4, 5, 6 baseline out of bounds plays.
Yeah, thumb, fist, one finger, whatever. Yeah.
Some sort of animal. They probably have a tiger play. Auburndale has an eagle play, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Drive
orange,
to the basket.
Black.
Yeah. Yep.
Blob orange. Okay.
Here's Spindler. Straightaway 3 is good. Stratford is starting the game hot.
I would say. Wow.
10-2 early.
I was looking forward to that Eagle getting all lathered up, but at 8-point deficit, the Eagle is desolate over there.
That's a good pass by Aoi, finding the cutter Aiden Rab. Going to line is going to shoot a pair.
All right. We step to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro. Like it never happened.
Like it never happened. Shaner gets called for the foul. How about that for a little home touch? That hit the wire up above the rim, but they countered the free throw.
Waved off.
Yeah,
that should have been waved off.
Yeah, they're counting
that's out of
that on the
bounds.
scoreboard. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to mark it down as a make, but I wouldn't be surprised if that gets corrected at some point. Auburndale is showing full court man. They did try to jump in the full court on Marathon at times, but it's not really something that Stratford needs to take too seriously.
Is that something you can file a grievance about after the game?
No.
Okay.
Once the game's over, it's over. Just like
and it's final.
Just like the NFL. The NFL will come out and say, yeah, the ref screwed up, but oh well. Spindler tries to make another one, doesn't. Second chance by Berg, also a little strong off the backboard. Eagles ball trailing by 6, 12:06 left in the first half. Here's Rab. Has Bruzowitz on him. That's what I like about the Marywood South. You put your best player on their best player. Lundgren misses the straight-on 3. Rab with the rebound.
Hustle out there.
Yeah, a lot of second-chance opportunities. And for those that watched me talk to Coach Weinfurter about whether you're going to foul if you're up by 3, he wasn't confident that his team was going to get that defensive rebound.
Yeah, there was more risk than reward in there for him.
Yeah.
And a lot of risk, it sounded like.
Yeah, but then you have a kid hit a runner from 35 feet and like.
So you just swallow hard and move on.
Yeah. Ooh, tough foul call on Bruzowitz. His first. Team's third. 20 feet from the basket.
See what we have here. Stratford Building Supply will build anything, anywhere, but they do more than build quality homes. They carry a variety of building supplies, both contractors and do-it-yourselfers. Whether you're looking for a custom home plan or home repair supplies, look up Stratford Building Supply.
Wrench in the game for the Tigers. I don't do a lot of Stratford or Auburndale games unless they're in Marathon or Newman or something that's close to Wausau where I prowl.
Or if it's the game of the week.
Or if it's the game of the week. So it's nice to hear new reads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The first time I've read that this school year. I'm with you.
Yeah. Well, you're the owner of the company. You do what you want. No one's going to tell you otherwise. Everyone's too scared.
Who could fire me?
Yeah. Nobody. The sponsors.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah. Audubon's going to stay with the Eagles. This is play number 3, it looks like.
Okay.
See Blake Rapp put the 3 up. He's probably going to come off a screen on the weak side. Here he comes.
Yeah, just didn't swing it.
Yeah, defended well. Lundgren hands off to Weinfurter. Weinfurter, he's quick. Bodied. He's going to the line to shoot a pair.
More free throws coming up from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Tiger ball on number 21, Foster. That's his first.
See, today's game also brought to us by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the courts, Ridgetop brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing projects to siding, windows, doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com.
Weinfurter made 2 free throws to force overtime. Comes out and misses his first one here. Because it's basketball, Jason. Because it's basketball.
All right.
You make 2 to prolong the game. Miss your first one tonight at home.
Oh!
Back iron.
He's going to blame you.
I get blamed for 5 things a night. It's fine.
Yep.
It's okay. Chapel. You know what? 6 more times and I got it. Weinfurter gets it to Rab. The Tigers switching on screens up top.
Some good news, Dan. Mom Jenny is right there with the camera, so she's not hearing you.
That's good.
Okay.
Grandma and Grandpa probably are, though.
Could be.
Yeah. And those are the ones that you really want to placate, right? Brad picks up his dribble.
They've got the trust fund.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the ones that kind of hold the purse strings. They hold everything together. Very popular. Very, very popular late in life.
Especially come birthday and Christmas.
Rab 3, good. That wasn't a good offensive set for the Eagles. A lot of bunched up, not spread out real well, but Blake Rab hits the 3 over his own teammates to cut the lead to 3. Bruzewitz off a high ball screen, misses point blank, out of bounds to the Eagles.
When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today at Brock & Decker on Central Avenue in Marshfield.
Friend of the show, our #1 fan from Bowler's watching tonight.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to tell me the name, I knew.
I know. See, we've been working together. I can tee you up on these things, and I know that we're on the same wavelength.
Dave and I tried to broadcast a baseball game in Scandinavia this summer. There is no internet in Scandinavia, Wisconsin.
Well, I could have told you that.
We couldn't do it.
They got a good boys basketball team this year. And a tough conference.
Yeah, we had them on last night against Amherst. I'm assuming they won.
Yeah. I want to say 25 something.
That's what it was? Okay.
Something around there. Yep, Lundgren 3. Off the left rim, no good.
That's my only disadvantage these days is I run the business during the day, and I don't get to see all the scores like I used to.
Yeah, I don't run a business, and I'll be honest, I usually just get curious the next day.
Well, I end up doing some show prep or a game prep, and I run across a lot of them. But it's not like it used to be where I could just go like for 5 hours the next morning and look at all the scores.
That was an offensive foul on Chapel.
But good news is a lot of other people are paying attention in this company to those things. So it works out.
Yeah, that's why you have employees.
That's right. And then they'll come busting through the door and they'll tell me, oh, guess what I saw last night? This team is so good. You got to see this. So they kind of help, what do they call that? Separate the way from the whatever.
Yeah. Mr. Steve Mays was like, oh, we had 2 overtime games and a close one. I'm like, what teams are they? I don't know. I'm not watching all 16 games on the network.
Well, he was, because he was home by like 6:30.
Weinfurter 3, no good. Stratford is playing really well on the defensive end of the ball. Auburndale has not had many open shots. That's a Coach Schmidt team. Second chance, off the rim, no good. How about a third chance? Looked like he got fouled, and they're going to call it. Yeah, that's a good call.
Started with an owie swat, then it ends with an owie foul.
Yep.
And back to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
I like Chapel looking for his first points of the night. Not yet.
Still looking.
Still looking. Still
Chance
searching.
delivered. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. That means people. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids, and see more at ShedsDelivered.com.
Brady Berg is going to get to come into the game. The made free throw by Chapel.
A lot of people don't know what an artisan is.
Well, it is kind of like a middle-aged type word, profession.
Sometimes at the grocery store we buy something called artisan bread,
Yep.
and it tastes like bread.
It's very similar to bread because it is, yes. It's usually good tasting bread, though.
All right.
It's all marketing.
Yeah. Fancy packaging.
Post touch Aui outside Weinfurter. Extra pass. Lundgren 3. Buried it. Weinfurter could have shot that 3. Lundgren had a better shot. Good decision by Peyton.
1 point game. So long for that 10-2 start for the Tigers.
Yeah, and so much for a high-scoring game. It's a Merriwood South, baby. It's going to be hard-fought the whole way.
Rah.
Yeah.
If that's what you like.
Yeah. 1970s style.
Tammy watching from South Padre Island. There you go. It's going to be 2 below here as a high on Monday.
Three-pointer outside for Foster off the rim, no good. Shaner had the rebound.
Sorry, they've adjusted that forecast. It was going to be a high of 4 below. Now it warms up to 2 below.
Yeah, I have an employee. I do not work for Zaleski Sports. I actually have a job.
He's been offered, though, before.
Yeah, for sure. Here's a pull-up 3. Woo! Bruzewitz. Yeah. Between the legs dribble, pull-up 3. And I have an employee in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia. It was 130 degrees warmer there, or it's going to be 130 degrees warmer there Monday than it is here. 130.
That's so Bonzer. They ever say that? Bonzer to you? Yeah, that's Bonzer.
Lundgren again, no good. Aui, woo, finds the cutter.
Whoa!
Empty for 2.
Big man with some dishing skills.
Yeah. Tigers by 2. 5:40 left, a fast-moving first half.
I wonder how many people at home had to look up Bonzer.
No. There's
All of them.
Like they're making up words.
Yeah, well, we're not.
Throw some shrimp on the bobby. Berg outside. Here's Spindler. He's had a hot hand early.
We'll make Bonzer today's day of the word, even though it's Australian slang.
3 from the wing, no good. Batted outside to his teammate. All the way to the basket. Uses his right hand. The Spindler has 5. It's a 4-point Tiger lead. Yeah, he batted that ball hard right to his teammate. Like a volleyball spike almost.
A little bit luck, a little bit skill.
Yeah. Lundgren hands it off to Aui.
These kids have been at the scoring table for the last 10 minutes, just waiting and waiting.
Yeah, there's almost as many kids on the floor as there are at the scorer's table. All the way to the basket. Empey gets it to go.
Kids return the camera, there they are.
Yeah. You know, and they're thinking, I'm going to get in this game. Someone throw it out of bounds or something. And just like Bruzewitz guards Rab is guarding Bruzewitz. Has to fight through a screen. Bruzewitz 3. Off the rim, no good. Aui with the board.
Good looking shot, just didn't fall.
Yeah, Eagles got away with one there. Didn't communicate that screen very well at all.
No.
Got to switch. Lundgren gets the defender up in the air. Swings it back out. Reb has 3 points, coming off 30 Tuesday night. He has the ball now. Shaner working on him. Inside touch, Aui back outside. To the basket. Empey can't get it to go. A little long. Foster with the rebound. Bruzewitz has to be on the Merriwood all-hair team, right?
Oh, yeah.
For sure. A little bit off on that 3. Both teams have gone cold in the last few minutes. Aui has such a size advantage, and Auburndale is not able to take advantage of it, and that's a bad pass. Got to let the big guy post up.
Yeah, you got to slow down a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. Let him get position. You got 6 inches on the guy that's guarding you. Three minutes left in the first half. It feels like a fast half, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it is. The score doesn't show that, though.
No. Ooh, a little turnaround over his right shoulder, no good. Good move.
Yeah, he put the hip on him, Shaner did, and got him to spin away, really. No finish.
It looks like Lundgren's tired. Like he's like, man, I want to get fouled or something. I got to get. Looks like he's laboring a little bit. They all are. They're tired.
Yeah.
We haven't had a whistle.
They've been out there for a long time.
We haven't had a whistle in 6 minutes, probably. Owie, bad pass.
No legs. He's tired too.
Yeah. Foster with the steal. 2:16 left to play in the first half. Yeah, you can see the guys, their faces are red. They're huffing. Nobody found Spindler underneath. Spindler ties Bruzewitz as the game's leading scorer with 7. It's a 4-point lead. South Padre Island, man. If only.
Sounds nice right now.
Lundgren, 3, good. Lundgren, 6. 2 triples. It's a good thing that he's hot because the Eagles are trying to stay in it right now. Only trailing by 1. Feels like more.
Gang, make sure to stay tuned for halftime. We've got a big announcement on our 2025 popcorn bracket.
Huge.
Yep. The games are underway.
Bruzewitz to the basket.
Basket by Bruzewitz.
Finally, a 30-second timeout
30-second timeout called by the Tigers.
by Coach Schmidt.
All right, we will do the same. You're watching high school basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And back coming out of it was a Stratford timeout?
Yeah.
Tigers called that timeout? All right.
Yeah.
TRW Auto Body in Mosney offers top quality collision repair. They'll have your vehicle back the way it was quickly and efficiently. Also offering 24-hour towing, courtesy loaner, and a lifetime warranty on the work. TRW Auto Body in Mosney, your friendly fender, bender, mender.
Love it.
I like saying that one.
Yeah, I get to read that every night. I love it.
I'm jealous.
TRW Auto Body. 1:10 left to play in the first half. Tigers by 3. Closely contested match so far. The winner finishes the first half of the round robin as the conference leader.
Yep.
Steal by Vanderhoof. Dribbled it off his foot right to his teammate. Chance to reset the Tiger offense.
A beneficial boot.
Yeah. Fall away from the ball. Blake Rabb is not happy about it. Just his first.
Dan, with Alec Chapel back in the game, an update I got coming in from the hotline is he's got 1 game left this season, and it's coming up the next one. He's having some surgery, and then he's getting ready to play football at UW-Eau Claire in the fall.
All right.
So, this is interesting.
Yeah. So this is kind of his Super Bowl.
It's a football school.
Yeah. Football school, that's right. Congratulations for playing sports at the next level.
Yes, big time.
A lot of appreciation for D3 athletes. They work just as hard, if not harder, than the D1 and D2 kids. Wing 3's buried. Vanderhoof with his first basket of the game. Biggest Stratford lead of the night at 6. Auburndale's going to play for 1. 15 seconds left.
Well, our game started last, and we're going to be the first to halftime.
Seems that way.
14 games on the network tonight.
Weinfurter gets it to Rabb. 3, 2 on the clock. Rabb's got to put it up. 3 at the buzzer is short. No good. That's our halftime score.
Let that go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is high school basketball. There's no replay. No one's going to question it. 23-17, it's your halftime score. The Tigers go into the locker room with a 6-point lead.
All right, Dan will be back with halftime stats right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today. And we're back.
We're back.
Yeah, the Eagle working for the Worms right now.
Yeah, he doesn't look real happy. I mean, he has one face. I get it.
He's doing it. The mop isn't very straight or level. I'm not sure there's really anything being accomplished there. He's pushing it back where he just was. All right, Dan, we got some halftime stats. How about for the home Auburndale Eagles?
Absolutely.
All right.
Leading the way is Josh Lundgren, 6 points on 2 triples from the outside. He shot 2 of 3 in the first half from beyond the arc. 4 points for Keegan Empey, 3 points for Blake Rabb. That he comes into the game averaging 20 a game. So Bruzewicz has held him to 3 here in the first half. Aiden Rabb has 2 points, both from the free throw line. 2 points for Thomas Awi. That's 17, 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Not a whole lot of free throws on either side of the ball. The Stratford defense has been pretty stout so far, I would say.
Speaking of Stratford, Doorpo of Stratford is your complete commercial and residential overhead door sales and service provider. If you need new garage doors or yours isn't working just right and needs an adjustment, stop and see Door Pro on County M in Stratford. So, how about the Stratford first half scoring?
Yeah, Drew Bruzewicz leads the way with 9 points. Riley Spindler with 7. 3 points apiece for Brooks Vanderhoof and Caden Foster. 1 point for Alec Chapel. 1 of 2 at the free throw line for the Stratford Tigers in the first half. The big thing that I take away here so far is you have 2 of the best players in the conference. I think there's a couple of kids over at Newman. We have a kid at Assumption, JT. Mm-hmm. And a bunch of kids in Marathon that would kind of argue it, but I would say that we have Bruzewicz, Blake Rabb as what I've seen to be the top 2 kids. Yeah, top 2 kids in the conference. Mm-hmm. And it's not often that they go against each other the entire game. They're guarding each other. And so far, Bruzewicz has gotten the better of Blake Rabb so far. And you don't see it a whole lot. 2 guys going at each other. Mm-hmm. They both know what the resume of the other one is. Mm-hmm. You know, little chest puffing, a little trying to figure out like who's the alpha out here tonight. We don't see it a lot. It's really interesting.
Right, because at nights you're playing Madden or 2K against each other. Yeah. And so you got the headsets on, you're talking to each other, and then hey, I can't wait for Friday night, and poof, here it is. Yeah, go ahead.
Back in our day, you had to. You had to play video games against somebody else with a wired controller next to you.
You had to be within 2 feet of each other.
Yeah. which, you know, you're playing. They didn't even have Madden back then. You're playing some sort of football game or a baseball game, and your buddy strikes you out, and you punch him on the shoulder.
Yeah, I like playing Tecmo Bowl on Nintendo because you had the rectangular controllers, and you could take that corner of the controller and just crack your brother on the head with it or something like that.
You have to hammer the A button to break tackles.
Yeah, that's right.
Fly across the screen.
Take the first step to building your customized home with Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com, see floor plans, schedule the tour. Begin the design of your new customized home from Stratford Homes. Visit StratfordHomes.com to get started. Here is a very important announcement that Dan and I broke the news on let's see, that was Wednesday. And so we'll share this with you now and then be back with more important stuff. It's the 2025 Popcorn Challenge right after this. Take off my shoe for the big announcement, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't smell too much. Gotta freshen up a little bit of salt on the toe there. So there. So we put that there. We bring that logo on like that. Dame Lillard shoes, Milwaukee Bucks, NBA basketball player. Everybody knows what a huge NBA fan I am.
Right.
Here I am now. I was there for Game 6 of the Bucks championship a few years ago. And
were you at the game, or were you in the
I was at Skeeter Notices.
Outside?
I was at Skeeter Notices, which was a great place to watch the game. We had such a fun time that night over at S&O's. You've been there a number of times. Yeah,
for sure. We threw bags there. We lost a lot of games.
We threw the bags.
Yeah, we lost a lot of games there this summer.
We threw the bags. Well, we won some, but we lost. We threw the bags. The Zaleski Sports and Milwaukee Bucks are partnering here in a few weeks to bring basketball games from the Fiserv around the state, and we've got a 5-game lineup. I'm just going to say, I mean, I don't brag a whole lot. I don't think. Maybe sometimes I do, but we were selected. The Milwaukee Bucks called us and said, hey, we got to have you as Zaleski Sports. We are infatuated with what you do, just like the rest of the state is, and we got to have you at these games. Can you please come here and help us out?
When they called,
yeah.
Did it come in as spam and go to voicemail?
No, it came in as Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I thought, I better answer this one. No, it was Jill from the Milwaukee Bucks got a hold of us, and we've been working. Well, I'll tell you, we've been working with Jill, and we've been working with Cassie for the last couple weeks to get this thing all hammered out here.
The Deer District, that's what it is.
Yeah. So okay, so right, this is the Deer District Prep Showcase, and this all happens on February 8th. That's a Saturday. Kohler and Lake Mills.
These are good games.
I'm saying. I mean, we are very honored to be selected by the Milwaukee Bucks. So much so, I take off my shoe for them.
I like it.
Hortonville and Oconomowoc, Racine Park in Milwaukee, Juneau, Stevens Point in Sun Prairie East, and Kettle Moraine and Nicolay. Got 10 of the finest boys basketball programs in the state. Yeah. And 5 games. All the action on February 8th starts at 10 a.m. Keep track of the schedule at ZaleskiSports.com.
Is Mark Miller's name on this?
It is not.
And if it isn't, he's jealous, I guarantee.
We are co-hosting, if you want to say it like that, with the Wilson brothers at WIS Sports. Okay. And a matter of fact, Travis and I will be on an interview together here in a couple weeks, and you'll find that talk right on all the regular channels that you all listen to, watch all the time.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Travis Wilson.
And we are a friend of what they do.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Yeah, and we're back, and it is popcorn time. Dan.
I'm eating popcorn.
We can hear it.
Yeah.
And there it is. It's the 2025 popcorn bracket. That's it. Just popcorn bracket.
Yeah.
And we see
this
Auburndale.
This is pretty good. Auburndale has pretty good popcorn.
I mean, the Nina score hasn't come in yet, but I don't see how they get past Auburndale. I think Auburndale's moving on.
And And before the game, they were puffing their chests about having really good popcorn tonight, which tonight's a special night. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
But they knew we were going to be here.
Yep. The warmth is good. The salt is a good level of salt.
Yeah.
They're all, we haven't got to the bottom yet, but they're all popped kernels. That's a big deal versus the, some people call them the old maids, the unpopped kernels. A little bit of buttery taste.
No smell though. Like I like a good popcorn smell that like wafts into the gym, or like when you walk in the front door, you're like, oh, they got popcorn here.
So that to be said, they may need to have a stronger second round.
If they make it past the first round, yes.
All right, back to basketball.
Yeah, inside touch, Aui. That had to be a focus by Coach Weinfurter coming out of the locker room. Get the ball to our big guy. We have such a height discrepancy inside. Take advantage of it.
I'm going back to the popcorn.
Think you should.
Yeah, it's got, I mean, for serving a few hundred people, it's still got the warmth, and that's a big deal for me.
Also, thank you for the middle schooler that went and got this for us. Yeah. They know who Jason Zaleski is. He's
I got my name on my shirt, so that helps the people a little bit.
A local superstar. Everybody knows who Jason Zaleski is. People open doors for him.
My bedroom smells of rich mahogany.
Aui up. 2 possessions, 2 inside post touches by Aui, both converted.
I have many leather-bound books.
Anchorman, fantastic movie.
You got it.
Yep. Crowd coming to life for the first time tonight. 3-pointer off the back iron, no good by Foster. Now the Eagles have a chance to tie or take the lead. I have a feeling that if Auburndale goes inside here, which they are, lob pass, well defended. I feel like we're one basket away from a Coach Schmidt timeout.
Yep.
Grab into the paint, just a little bit too high for Aui, who was a little bit flat-footed. Yeah, flat-footed, he couldn't jump for it.
They still haven't done your 50-50 yet either.
They have, unless they did, and I don't know I lost yet.
I see them with the pail by the door. They're still trying to sell some tickets yet.
Well, maybe they just draw it. I have won 2 50-50 raffles so far this winter.
Just this year?
Yeah.
Holy man.
Well, I have not broken even. Inside touch and basket for Chapel. And I don't break even because I donated to the school.
Right.
So, $140 in Neilsville or somewhere, and that went back to the school.
You know, but it impresses the big man upstairs, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Give a good name for Zaleski Sports, giving back to the kids. You know, and you know that there's people out there that are like, oh, that's really nice, but I would really have liked to have won.
Right.
The foul's going to be on Bruzewicz, his second. Nobody really in foul trouble. In fact, Drew Bruzewicz only won with 2 fouls. Not a lot of whistles in the first half, though.
Clean game, fast mover.
Yeah. Lots of games on the network tonight. We haven't really talked about a lot of the other games, but Merriwood South is all playing. Marathon Edgar, Stratford Auburndale, Newman Assumption. 3 for Foster, rattles around, no good. That's going to be a team rebound due to the foul on Empey, his first.
Eagle call on number 11, Keegan Empey, that's his first.
Indeed. The next time you shop your insurance, call Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual agents in Marshfield. Rural Mutual of Marshfield.
Oh, he says, none of my gym.
Not today.
Bruzewicz, fake, top of the key, drives into the lane. He is hit hard. He got hit in the head. No call. It's Merriwood South basketball, baby. Back the other way. Weinfurter, 3. Good! Coach Schmidt has his unhappy face on right now.
Yep, arms folded, the brow is furrowed.
The gym comes to life a little bit again. 1-point Tiger lead, 14 and a half left to play. Coming off a screen, backdoor cut. Chapel.
Good answer.
It's a good answer. Jim coming to life a little bit. We were talking during the break that it's kind of dead. Second half.
Everybody still has their fish fries settling in, but now it's moving along.
Good fish fry tonight.
Kizzy and Sue's.
Yeah. Dribbled off of his foot is Empey.
And I'll tell you, it's a good thing we got there early. Sorry, go ahead.
No, looked like it was off Auburndale, but it's going to stay with Auburndale.
You were running a little behind. I put the order in, and it's still a good thing because we would have still been there right now if I waited till you got there to order.
It was busy. It was worth it. Good fish.
One.
Yeah, it's going to be on Wrench holding Owie. Trying to body him up a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but Owie, he's a half head taller than everybody else on the team. Rab in the corner. Up top to Weinfurter.
Dan, this popcorn is good. This is good popcorn.
It is good.
Yeah.
3 from Lundgren. Good! We're tied at 27.
First time since zeros.
Yeah. Stratford got out to the quick 11-2 lead, I think it was, and led since. Corner 3. Answer's not there. Weinfurter's going to dribble the ball past the timeline with the chance for Auburndale to take their first lead of the night. Always double teamed. Looking for who's open. Picks up his dribble. Coach Weinfurter made it a focus. We have to get the ball inside. 3, no good. Empey can't get it to go.
Yeah,
Wrench
he thought
with
it
the
was
board.
down.
Little fancy pass got underneath the basket, and that's got to be over the back, and it is. Chapel's second.
Tiger ball on the Chapel, that's his second. Checking in for the Eagles is number 3, Aiden Red.
I'm just reading a sports headline that, well, we don't talk college sports a whole lot.
Okay, because we had a bad headline when I woke up yesterday morning. Hoping it wasn't one of those.
No. One of the Badgers football players transferred to a different team without going into the transfer portal.
I'm leaving. I'm signing with them.
Like that could be considered tampering since he was never officially a free agent per se.
Correct.
Yeah. Owie gets the ball batted out of his hands, out of bounds.
But he thought it was like in gym class when you're playing the Red Rover game, and I'm just going to play for them.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously happening, right? The teams are back channeling agents and parents and everything else, but like it's shrouded behind, like it's veiled in secrecy a little bit. Everybody knows it, but here we are. Off the backboard and good. Lundgren's having himself a game.
Well, there is the first lead of the game for the Eagles.
Yeah, Lundgren with 11, averaging 8 a game.
We didn't tell people, but it's your Eagles tonight, and it's my Tigers.
It is. A 3 for your Tigers is good.
I forgot I was supposed to be cheering for Stratford.
We don't cheer for teams on the Zolska Sports Network.
Dan and I were divvying up post-game duties.
It's true. I'm not the one that said Auburndale minus 2.5.
I don't know who did.
Just numbers you hear. I don't know. We do not bet on high school sports.
Absolutely not.
Owie inside touch for 2. 8 for Owie. Honestly, what we hope for, and I'm not saying this because I'm trying to cover anything up. We want to have a really good game, right? Because
every time.
Because there's a lot of games where it's a 30, 40-point win, and I love watching high school basketball. I love watching really good high school basketball.
The fans like it, we like it.
Yeah.
Even the players like it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coaches maybe would like a 30-point win.
Yeah. We're down to 11:08 left in the game.
I better get cracking here. Arts Body Shop, quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Arts Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield.
Nice out of bounds play, blocked by Aui. Ball's loose. Tigers will retain possession. Trailing by 1, 31-30. Tigers going to work. Brusewitz has been a non-factor here in the second half.
Margie's on watching from Wausau.
Hey, I'm from Wausau. How about that? Hey. There's 40,000 of us in the city. Probably 100,000 in surrounding towns, including. Here's a 3 from the corner. Lundgren misses it short, then following the rebound, it's going to go to the Tigers. Aiden Rabb, his second.
Yep, tried to make a big swat. That went wrong.
Yeah.
The Hearing House provides personalized health care from 5 convenient locations in central Wisconsin. Give Karen and Todd a call to schedule an appointment in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Neilsville, Medford. Make your house a hearing house.
Auburndale trying to trap in the full court, in some trouble. Timeout, Schmidt.
Yeah, we'll keep it here, 30-second timeout. I've got a story that I think might interest you. Maybe it'll entertain some of the people at home.
I like stories.
All right, who do we have here? Tammy? Tammy is South Padre Island. And so Dan knows this, but we've got the actual owner and the brains behind the company right now in South Alabama, enjoying some warmer weather than here. And I came back on early Monday morning, and so anyway, a couple days went by, and the missus calls, and how's everything going, and did you do this, did you do that, what have you been doing, all these other things, and I update her on the whole thing.
Working.
Yeah, well, she want to know more around the house stuff.
Yeah.
So I get done telling, I'm a bachelor, right, without her there, just like you are right now.
I'm a bachelor right now too, yeah.
So I get done telling her everything that I've been up to and kind of the condition of the house, and she says, you're living in squalor.
Yeah, I love it. Are you serious? I don't have to do any chores until the day before my wife comes home from New Zealand.
I kind of thought squalor was more of a pirate term. So my wife's a pirate.
Even better.
Yeah. All right, back to basketball.
Yeah. 1 point lead for the Eagles. Tigers with a chance to take the lead right here. 10 minutes left. We might have a fantastic ending.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, good job getting Aue up in the air. Smart play by Chapel. Go to line to shoot a pair.
That is the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Number 24, Thomas Sully, that's his second. Chapel at the line for the Tigers.
Hey, here's something for us, Dan. How much useless knowledge do you have?
A lot.
I have a lot as well.
Is this Seinfeld trivia?
Well, this is trivia. It's Play America's Pub Quiz Trivia every Tuesday night at Nuts Deep in Marshfield. Win prizes, bring your friends. Starts at 7 every Tuesday night, trivia night at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. You like trivia?
I love trivia. My goal is to make it onto Jeopardy. I have, you probably don't know this, I have passed the test 10, 11 straight years.
Yeah, you've told me that.
And I have been auditioned twice for it. I'm not good enough looking for TV, apparently. I'm surprised Rabb didn't take that. He's going to get 2 free throws driving to the hoop. Rabb has not had open looks. Credit Brusewitz for that.
So here we go back to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Shaner's second foul. It's good.
Hey, Dan, did you know that Bruce Orthodontics is changing lives one smile at a time? Yeah, they are. Comprehensive orthodontic care for all patients of all ages. Now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office. Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time.
I go to the dentist twice a year, 2 of the worst days of the year. just generally speaking, and nothing against it. It's a phobia, right?
Well,
for a lot of people.
You eat too much candy.
You eat too much popcorn at basketball games.
We got to get a hot dog before we leave, too. Eat it on the ride home. Hey, you look to the kid. Hey, Junior, go get us a hot dog.
We're running out of time.
Yeah. Fourth quarter right now.
It is fourth. It's the witching hour. Brusewitz 3. Oh, look good. Off the rim short. Weinfurter with the rebound. Thought Auburndale would try to get in transition there. They have the ball up by 3. Auburndale playing a lot better here in the second half. Controlling the flow of the game, working it inside. Aui out of the game now for a rest. Brusewitz picks the pocket of Rab. Foul and one! Brusewitz to the line to tie the game.
Baby! Everything there from Brusewitz. The steal, the run out, the make, takes the contact. One thing left to do, hit the free throw. That was cool.
Yeah. Hair flowing behind him. You know, it's a little bit too early to talk about Conference Player of the Year and all that. It's going to be a close vote this year. Free throw is good.
And he did that all with his Easter Bunny lavender pastel purple shoes on.
Yeah. Yeah, when did it become a thing where the kids wear different colored shoes?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like it. At least they're not wearing different types of shoes.
They've got 2 shoe contracts at the same time.
You know what? That's a market that guys aren't tapping right now. Rab on the drive.
Double dip on the shoe deal.
Yeah, why not?
Or what about shoes are one and the socks are another?
Lundgren 3, good! Another 3 for Josh Lundgren. His 4th of the night.
Rock and roll, baby!
Yep. Eagles back up by 3. 8 minutes left. Brusewitz asking for a screen. It's not there. Rab did a good job getting the ball out of his hands. Little bump. It's a good call.
Yeah,
good call from the official because he was screened a little bit too.
You know what, Dan, again, we'll put the popcorn bracket up on the screen, but I'm going to say if we were doing a bleachers contest, Auburndale may be eliminated tonight.
Yeah, not great.
They're all like
I feel
this.
like I almost convinced you to do the game from the corner of the gym. Yeah. The camera would have been terrible, but we'd have been a bit more comfortable, I would say.
Well, we had padded seats.
Yeah.
My fault.
That was a bonus free throw that was missed by the Tigers. Get the own rebound. This is Vanderhoof 3! Ties the game again. 7.5 to play. Double team.
Game.
Yep, double team out here by half court.
Near steal, too.
Yeah.
I was already moving the camera.
Into the paint, Weinfurter, outside Rab. Shot fake. Finds the hot hand, Lundgren. Good defense, can't get the shot up. Brusewitz almost gets another steal. Brusewitz is working his tail off on both ends of the court here. Rab, 3, off the rim, long, no good. Brusewitz with the board. Quickly up ahead, and Rab steals it back. 2 on 2. Good decision to slow up here. Into the paint, jump step, basket, and the harm. Fancy.
That was fancy. And on the scramble.
Little helter-skelter there.
Yep.
Timeout for the 50-50 drawing.
Well, we better give Dan some peace and quiet. More basketball after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
All right, Dan, you mentioned the witching hour. Let's give this a roll here.
You can meet the girls at the concession stand and claim your prize.
It is the witching hour.
Some pretty good theme music for the witching hour. 2-point game.
Sorry, I disappointed everybody. I was $2 million off on the number of the raffle ticket.
Womp womp.
For $290 in the 50-50 drawing. Math doesn't really check out, but we'll go with it.
Jamie Wenzel serve pro free throw line here.
Vanderhoof, good.
That was the 3-point play.
3-point play. Pour one out for Bob Euchre. Sad.
Yep.
I'm not a Brewers fan. I'm a Cubs fan, but I really appreciate him.
Just
Good
everything he did
defense.
for baseball.
Yeah.
Sports in general. He was in a number of TV shows as a, what do they call
Mr.
that?
Belvedere.
Celebrity, whatever. But he had his own show. He essentially had his own movie in Major League.
Yeah.
A huge part of it anyway.
Yeah, there were, I watched it not that long ago. It is star-studded, and Euchre was the best out of everyone on it, I would say.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know Bob Euchre as a Brewers announcer. They know him from Major League.
Right.
The series, but especially the first one.
Yep, or prior he did some beverage commercials.
Empey for 2. Fancy passing by the Eagles. Biggest lead of the game. It's 5.
Yesterday somebody put a can of beer at his statue at Miller Park.
It's good. There's about 200 officials in the stands who thought that Brusewitz pushed off. Inside touch, working on Aui. Gets it to go. Tough basket by Chapel.
Big muscle from Chapel.
Yeah. Good job getting Aui up in the air. And he had to start his second ascent into the air without even knowing if Aui really fell for it because of how lengthy he is. Jump stop. Outside Rab 3. Back iron no good. Good rebounding position that time by Chapel.
Look at this. Hot dog. Oh, 2 hot dogs. Yeah, do you want money? No. I got money. Who bought them? Take money. Okay.
They are listening to us out there. They're watching us.
I know. All right.
All right, inside touch. It's a 3-point game. Near steal.
Yeah, so we just got hand-delivered 2 hot dogs.
I love Auburndale. Vanderhoof to the basket for 2. It's a 1-point game. 41-40. 5 minutes to play.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a juicy hot dog that had
the hot dog smelled
some lines
good.
of ketchup on it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I went to heaven.
Auburndale has the best hot dogs in the area.
Undisputed.
Yeah, not close. They even put ketchup on it for us. Incredible.
Increíble.
Yeah. Your Espanol es muy bien.
See.
Rab thought his teammate was in the corner, but he had cut to the basket. Miscommunication, turnover, back to the Tigers, who trail by 1.
Who would have thought in one broadcast we're going to speak Australian and Spanish?
Yeah, we're multilingual here at Zaleski Sports.
At least on the game of the week.
Yeah. Deportes de Zaleski.
Yeah.
Inside position, Aui just a little bit too tall. Chapel did a really good job of putting his butt into the hip of Aui to create space, but Aui quick to react.
I gave those girls some money. I don't even know if I gave them enough. It was a change we had from the popcorn. I was so caught off guard. I had such bad manners.
Brusewitz gets called for the foul, trying to pick the pocket of Weinfurter. They still had one more foul to give. The rest of the way, both teams shooting the bonus.
And I'm sensing a lot of free throws in the next 4 minutes. Just sensing it.
Could be.
Just they're playing so tight, it's so physical in this league.
Yeah.
I just see it coming.
Quick move to the basket. Empey can't get it to go. Aui can't corral it.
Yeah, Shaner got in the way and took it away from him.
Brusewitz dumped Blake Rab in the crossover. Corner 3, Foster, good! Big shot, Foster. 43-41, now the Tigers lead by 2. Both teams come in 11-1, tied for first in the conference. It will not be the last time they play.
No.
If the season were to end right now, this would be a 1-2 seed matchup.
In the bracket, yep.
Speaking of seeds, here's another 3 by Lundgren. He's got 5 tonight. Coming out game for Lundgren. We're only a month away from the brackets coming out. What should the fans do if they want to see where their teams are at? Not 3, the other way by Chapel.
I want to talk about it, but this action is getting good. So, of course, you go to ZaleskiSports.com, you click VIP, and you see why there's an 8 next to Stratford and 11 next to Auburndale. And those are seed scores. Those scores get used to slot them into the brackets. And you can know before anybody else by visiting ZaleskiSports.com.
Weinfurter, 3 and an answer.
What is going on out here?
This has gotten fun.
It's the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week presented by ShedsDelivered.com. A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information.
What makes these hot dogs so good is whatever brand it is, we need to find out what brand hot dog this is. It's very good.
I said on the show on Wednesday, they must be something putting in the crock pot with the juice.
Yeah.
Their own special take on the seasoning or whatever, because it is amazing.
That the hot dog is not crunchy, but it's got a little bit of a snap to it. It's really good. Tigers blocked from behind by Owie. Auburndale with the ball. 1 point lead, 2:10 left to play. Auburndale's no stranger to close games.
They love it.
They do. They thrive. A lot of close games all season, no matter who they play.
If they were up by 20, could you imagine what would happen?
No, they've never experienced it.
They'd start flopping around like fish out there. Like it would be like this unnatural reaction.
No, I will say that there were times in the marathon game Tuesday where Auburndale tried to run 90 seconds at a time. I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but Auburndale is not in a real hurry here. Oh, he almost turned it over again. Rab could have taken the 3. Got Bruzewicz on him. Bruzewicz called for the foul. That's his 4th.
But Dan, see, an Auburndale 1 point lead is like anybody else's 8 point lead. Because they were not interested in shooting that ball.
They were not. Rab to the line to shoot the bonus. He's 2 of 2 at the line tonight. He's been held to 15 under his season average.
Just hounding defense on him.
Yeah.
It's the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Free throw's good.
Butter.
You know, I can take a look and see exactly what he did at the free throw line the other night. A lot of makes. 12 of 14 at the line Tuesday night. Timeout. Timeout, Tigers.
Yep. She's a full timeout. More basketball coming up after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Game of the week.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Do you need a good night's sleep? Well, welcome to the club, and welcome to Mall Furniture.
Mall Furniture always has a huge selection of quality Comfort Sleep mattresses. They're double-sided, adjustable, bed-friendly, and made right here in Wisconsin.
Whether you need beauty sleep, deep sleep, or just need to sleep it off, you'll be sleeping like a baby on the perfect Comfort Sleep mattress from Mall Furniture. Head to Mall, because we got them all.
Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
Dan, I'm going to say this so the people at home hear me. The hot dog is better than the fish fry.
The hot dog is good.
Man,
you come to Auburndale, you come for the hot dogs.
It is smoking.
I forgot how good it was. Grab to the
soak them in
line.
beef tallow? Could that be?
I don't know.
There's something going on.
Free throw. The icing worked. Out of bounds to Stratford.
The icing worked.
It did. Iced them. 1:27 to play. Stratford with the ball, trailing by 2.
The old one possession situation.
It feels like we might get an extra period.
Auburndale will be okay with that.
Yeah, why not? Cut to the basket, missed the open layup. A little bit strong by Shaner. Tried to reverse it with his right hand, and that's Brucewitz's 5th foul. Unless I might not have it right. It's like it's going to be his 4th foul.
Okay, it is 4.
Okay.
So back to the Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro free throw line. This is where games are won, Dan. Right from the free throw line, minute 7 left.
Shooting 1 and 1. 12 of 14 Tuesday night. He's now 4 of 5 tonight.
Too smooth. You're working your way towards a post-game interview.
Yeah, I wonder, you know what? It's probably going to be Lundgren. He's had a heck of a game.
Eagles got to close it out.
Missed the free throw. Still a 1-possession game. Tigers don't need 3. If it's there, I'm sure they take it, but something going towards the rim is probably the best bet here. Step back 3, Brucewiz. Front iron, no good.
You got to foul right away because they're not going to shoot the ball.
Yeah. He looked tired. Lundgren picks up his dribble. Timeout called and given by Coach Weinfurter. Full timeout.
And that means we will step aside. It's the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in Central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Out of the timeout. Trying to finish the rest of my hot dog. 32 seconds.
Yep, go ahead. I was going to say, while you're doing that, Assumption did pick up the win tonight against Newman. They'll be keeping track of Merrillwood South scores and records.
Lundgren going to the line to shoot the bonus. He's the best free throw shooter that the Eagles have.
Looking to make it a 2-possession game with the made free throw. It is a bonus, and you get 1.
Big free throw.
You know, Dan, NFHS guidelines say everything's a double bonus. A bonus free throw is 2 free throws.
You also play quarters, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's 5 fouls to get into that bonus, I believe.
Yep, 5 fouls in a quarter, and you shoot 2.
First free throw good for Lundgren. Has 16.
But we don't care about that NFHS in these parts.
18 points. Back iron, no good. Big rebound.
Just enough misses by Auburndale here in the last few minutes to keep Stratford in it.
Yeah, you got to keep it close. Brucewiz to the basket. Lot of contact. No call. There's a call. Basket doesn't go. But Shaner to the line to shoot some big free throws.
Brucewiz fortunate he's still in this game. That was real close to an offensive foul. It wasn't.
It really was.
It was real close.
Yeah, you know, I kind of like the no call because the defender was under the basket, and I hate the call of trying to take the charge when a player has already let go of the ball, right? There's no charge arc underneath the basket. I see it too much where a player shoots, they're landing, and they land on someone, and that's an offensive foul. Like, I don't know. Missed both free throws. Oh, the Tigers catch a break.
Yeah, off of Owie.
9.9 seconds left. Not a lot of time.
Need a bucket of any kind. Just got to be a bucket.
The Tigers do have a timeout. They got to go. Got to go. The clock's down to 5. That's a selling for a 3. Out of bounds to the Eagles, and the Eagles fans rise to their feet.
There they are.
50 to 46, 2 seconds left. The Eagles just have to inbound it, and this one's over. Got to get it in. Gets it into Blake Rabb. They're not going to foul, and the Auburndale Eagles hold serve at home. A 50 to 46 victory over the Stratford Tigers. Auburndale improves to 12-1 on the season, 7-1 in conference. Stratford Tigers are going to go home with their tail between their legs, licking their chops for the last game of the season when Auburndale will come into the Tiger Den.
All right, well, Dan's going to get ready for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll hear now from Nasonville Dairy.
Yeah, I don't have it memorized.
Oh.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
I don't have the microphone, so I gotta clip this on you somehow.
Zip that a little bit, you think?
Yeah.
That'll work?
There you go. Yeah, you should be good.
Dad, you want to do the interview? Want to get interviewed, Dad? You going to get interviewed here, too?
You're a popular guy. All right, I am at center court with Coach. 2 tough games this week.
Absolutely.
When you went to bed Monday night, you thought about what a good week would look like. Was it 2-0? Was it 1-1? What were you thinking?
You know, we talked about that in practice. We said, you know, we've worked our way to 10-1, which is a great accomplishment. And we knew there are two really good teams. We're all tied at the top of the conference at the beginning of the week. And we said, you know, can you go 2-0? It could go 0-2. It could go 1-1. And we're getting interviewed here. And so, you know, to me, it wasn't the record. It was how we competed.
Yeah.
Even if we'd have went 0-2, but we competed, which I know our guys do. Like, they're competitors. I challenged them at halftime. I just thought we were playing a little tight, and I thought we came out and played a lot looser in the second half and really executed well. You know, Kurt's a great coach, and I knew they were going to take Blake away. As hard as that is to do, as good of a player he is, and then the rest of the guys need to step up, and of course Josh did in a huge way. Thomas did early in the second half, and I just thought we toughed our way to a win because they're a tough team.
So it really looked like in the second half you guys came out with an emphasis on wanting to use your height inside with Tom.
Yeah, and you know, Thomas is still working his way through being a little smoother down low and making the right decisions with the ball, and I thought he did a great job when he touched the ball in the second half of just making the right play. Sometimes he overthinks it like a lot of high school kids do, and I thought he did a real nice job with that.
We talk about it on the air quite a bit and on our weekly show that Auburndale plays close games. This is what you guys do. Do you guys have a lucky charm, or is it just mental toughness that you guys pull these out game after game?
I like to say mental toughness. I think we have a tough crew. You know, we coach them hard. Our coaches are big on discipline, big on execution, and I'd like to think that's what it is. You know, I don't know. I guess we'll find out down the road what the true thing is. But there's no lucky charms or anything like that.
Fantastic! Congratulations, Coach. You're on top of the conference. You guys went all the way through the conference. You're on top.
Right now we are.
Right now,
but we'll take
halfway
it. We'll take
there.
it. That's right. We'll take it.
All right. Congratulations, Coach. Let's take this off you.
Thanks.
Here we go. All right. Mr. Lundgren, quite a game.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how many threes he made? I know you know. Come on.
3 or 4.
3 or 4? Try 6. 6 triples tonight.
Yeah.
18 points. And it's what your team needed at the time, right?
Yeah.
And no, Coach isn't here now, right? So we can talk a little bit about this. How was he in the locker room at halftime? What was his talk to you guys?
Well, I mean, in the first half we weren't moving around very well. He said we need to down screen more and cut and just move the ball more. So yeah.
How has practice been this week, knowing that you guys had 6-1 Marathon and 7-1 Stratford?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We got to work really hard because we knew they were going to be good teams, so that's what we came to do.
Very good. You see the Eagle tonight? Where did the Eagle go?
I don't know. I saw him in the crowd though.
You saw him in the crowd?
Yeah.
He didn't seem like he was flapping his wings a whole lot. He went halfway tonight.
Yeah, I don't know who was doing it, but you might need to pick up their job.
What do you mean, who's doing it? That's an Eagle. That's a real Eagle. All right, you are the player of the game. Have you been player of the game before?
Yeah.
Just easy peasy. I'll count you down, all right? Camera's up there. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Josh Lundgren, and I'm in the house.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dan Ross, Jason Zaleski. It was the Zaleski Sports Game of the Week. Auburndale grabs first place over Stratford, a 4-point win. For both of us, have a great night.